A girl vanished on her way to school. 8 years later, she walked out of a house with a child. In 1984, in the quiet town of Amstetten, 18-year-old Elisabeth Fritzl left home for what everyone thought was the last time. She never returned. The search began, but the trail went cold before it even started. Her father, Josef, told the police a convincing story. He claimed she had run away to join a religious cult. He even produced a letter, allegedly from Elisabeth, telling her family not to look for her. No one questioned it deeply. But what no one knew was that Elisabeth had never left the property. She was right beneath their feet. Josef had spent years building a secret bunker. It was soundproof, locked, and completely invisible to the outside world. This was the labyrinth where he kept her, a world of concrete and shadows, hidden from the sun. For decades, he lived a double life. Upstairs, he was a respected worker and a family man. Downstairs, a monster. Years turned into decades. The world changed outside, but for Elisabeth, time had frozen in the darkness. She was completely cut off. Her only contact with humanity was the man who had stolen her life. In that darkness, she gave birth multiple times. A secret family was growing in the silence beneath the floorboards. Josef brought some of the children upstairs, claiming they were foundlings left on his doorstep by their runaway daughter. The community believed him. They pitied the grandfather raising his abandoned grandchildren, never suspecting the horrific truth. 3 children were raised upstairs in the light. 3 others remained downstairs in the dark. They never saw the sun. This nightmare continued for 24 years, a quarter of a century of silence and hidden suffering. Until one day, one of the children became critically ill. She needed a doctor, or she would not survive. Josef was forced to take her to the hospital. It was the first crack in his perfectly constructed wall of lies. The doctors were puzzled by the girl's condition and the lack of any medical history. They alerted the authorities. The police returned to the Fritzl home. This time, they didn't just listen to the stories. They started searching. Behind the shelf, they found the door. The secret that had been buried for 24 years was finally exposed. Elisabeth and her children were finally brought into the light, a world they hadn't seen in decades. The recovery was slow, but the nightmare was over. The man responsible would never walk free again. It remains one of the most shocking cases in history, a reminder that the deepest secrets can hide in plain sight. How well do you really know your neighbors? Sometimes the truth is closer than you think.